And Tim, can you just tell us a little about what the Sumire are all about?
All right, so Sumire is a huge departure from us. First of all, it's pronounced Sumire. You got it right, very good. And it's actually the Japanese word for a flower. So the marketing idea behind it and what we're trying to communicate is these lenses were designed to look more beautiful as they open up. So as you go from, say, T4 all the way to 1.3, the look sort of changes. More character, more nuance. The bokeh shifts from a round bokeh to more of a cat's eye or a football-shaped bokeh. Some really beautiful, interesting things start to happen in the corners. Skin starts to soften out, very flattering look. So they're they're lenses with a lot of character. They're not engineered for perfection, they're engineered for art, which is a huge departure from what we've done in the past. And they're in PL. So there's been this huge demand for us to make our primes in PL. Up to this point, they've only been EF. And now we have a full set of primes, 7. There'll be a 14, a 20, 24, 35, 50, 85, and 135, all available in PL.
Will they be full frame or Super 35? Or?
They'll cover Super 35, but yes, they are full frame lenses. They will cover cameras all the way up to the Monstro, the 8K red sensor. So they're going to fit on almost anything. And full frame is a big deal. Last year was a big thing to have full frame cameras here at the show. This year we've got full frame lenses to go on those cameras. So full frame is here, full frame lenses are available, but even more full frame lenses now. They've been kind of hard to find full frame glass, so there's a demand for that.
So what's Canon's take on the full frame? Do you think it's like a fad, or do you think it's really here to stay? And like, do you have any guesstimates what percentage of the market will be using them and who's going to be using them, sort of thing?
Yeah, I do. And my take is that full frame is absolutely here to stay because that's the most versatile sensor. When we look at full frame from the old days, we talked about films, so different film stocks. But I have a full frame sensor like in the C700 full frame that can easily be sensor sized to Super 35 or 16. So that one sensor covers so much. Also, anamorphic is becoming, is sort of making a comeback, where anamorphic sort of went in waves. People like anamorphic movies, but anamorphic used to be something that you could only do for theater delivery because sets weren't designed like that. And now everybody has large screen 16:9 sets at home that can see an anamorphic image in an anamorphic format. So having a full frame sensor allows you to do a very high quality anamorphic as well. So it's Super 35, it's Super 16, it's full frame, and it's anamorphic all in the same sensor, which is why I think full frame sensors become more or less an industry standard.
So at what price point are the Sumires?
Yeah, Sumire is coming in actually at a very reasonable price point, and one that's very easy to remember. There are 7 lenses in the set. Any lens is $7,410. So each lens is the same price, no matter what the focal length was. So it's very simple, $7,410, which for a Cinema Prime is very competitive.
Yeah, compared to a lot of them.
Yep, they're very competitive. There are lenses out there that are twice that don't perform as well.
The EF and the PL, can you break that down for us?
All right, so we have a line of EF primes now that don't offer that effect. They don't have that softening in the bokeh. They're pristine glass from the entire T-stop all the way through. Those are only available in the EF. Those came out about 5 or 6 years ago, and they sell very well. All of our cinema zooms come in either mount. So we do PL or EF on our cinema glass Super 35. But again, the primes are the only ones that we have that are full frame. If you need PL, then that would be Sumire. If you don't, then the NEF, then that's the C&E line, which has been out for a while. So we can cover them both. Here, if you want to go down, these are what we call the C&Es. The C&Es are our EF lenses. In this one, it's an 85 millimeter with the EF mount in back. And then above that, we have one of our prototypes of our 14 mil Sumire lens. So you'll see the PL mount in the back, and then the Sumire logo right above the level, the 14 mil marker. They're beautiful glass. They have a consistent rotation. All the gear is in the same spot. So on set, you can change lenses very easily without having to move your focus, your phys rigs, or any of your motors. So everything slides in and out really easy between the lenses. The EF lenses do have metadata because Canon's EF is an electronic image. So there's a lot of metadata in the EF, no metadata in the PL version.